What's up, guys? It's Cyan. We're back, and we're gonna actually talk about Moo today. And that's just gonna be an updated video on him. Basically because it's kind of hinted and kind of a little bit spoiled. If you look at the picture and one of our seals, you can kind of see like a little bit. It looks kind of like the reanimation seal is going to be next. So I figured I would go back over these characters again, just with a little bit updated translation, and I've been using them, so might as well. You guys know I've been using Moo. I actually had to stop using Moo because he's so good overall. It kind of got boring using him. Very good ninja, man. Like, definitely gotta use him. So he's the second Sukakage, and we're just gonna go in. I'm gonna show you him real quick. Talk about his skills. And he might be the most balanced character in the game next to Sage Naruto, for his offensive, defensive, what he does support wise. Like he just might be, man. All right, so his first skill pretty much is a particle beam attack, and it attacks everybody in the team. It causes earth, fire, and wind and ninjutsu damage, and it knocks down whoever you're targeting. If the enemy is actually killed when you're targeting them, they cannot resurrect after that. That's it for them. They're out. Another cool thing about it is if his clone is out, it'll do extra damage. It's like 50% extra damage. So you start to do like 4 to 5,000 like crits with him, and that's just my power level. So of course, if you're stronger, he's gonna do a whole lot more. He scales heavily. Can't say that enough. He scales heavily off of power, so definitely look into that. His standard attack is he pretty much just runs out there, does like this little lofty attack, and it pretty much causes low float. It doesn't really do it a lot, so it's not a high chance of that at all. His chase is he chases knockdown and causes a mobile, and the mobile is crazy, and it's pretty sexy because he can actually do that based off of his special. So when he does his special, he can go after that, right after that, and then the mobile somebody on top of that. That's nasty, man. That's super nasty. His passive is pretty much when he starts at battle, he summons a clone that has 70% of his attributes. Now let me tell you why that's a big thing. It's one of the highest attribute summons in the game. Like 70% of his attributes, so it's 70% of whatever he is. So the higher, that's what I say, he scales a lot. I gotta get this to you guys, he scales a lot. So if you have a lot of gear, if you power him up, if you are powered up, his clone will be tanky as F, way more tanky than Sage Naruto's clone, and more useful because his mystery skill is going to just bust some ass. His second passive is when he dies, he has a chance to resurrect with 30% and resummon the clone on top of that. So like, can you imagine, like, he by himself he just turns fights. In ranked battle he turns fights because as soon as when he gets up, he mystery skills. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, so he's gonna instantly pop somebody like right away. Like, he's one of the best ninja in this game, hands down. All right, so let's look at his overall stats. I've talked enough about him. Like, people who watched my streams before know the Mu legend. All right, so you remember how my character, like, the scaling and everything else like this. Now granted, he is powered up, it's basically red one and all type of stuff, but look at this right now. His life is at 24, his attack, who cares about the attack, is at 5. His defense is at 10, his ninjutsu attack is at 14, and his resistance is at 13. Granted, this is just him scaled up, but even if you took all that away, it's about taking away easy about 700. Let's see, like, no, not 700, it's not that much, but we're going to be taking away a good deal. His attack was horribly low before, so even with that, with the scaling and everything else, like, his ratio is 24, 5, 10, 14, and 13. I haven't seen many characters with a ratio like that. Like, his ratio is super high. I don't even know why it's that high. Like, I guess in lore he was supposed to be just that strong, because you guys need to understand how big a ratio that is. That's a gigantic ratio. His scaling is off the chain. His life, like, just I can't reiterate how good this ninja is. So let's just let him do some attacks so you guys can see how it goes. I don't really use him anymore because that's how broken he is. I was like, you know what, this is it's not even fun. Like, if I put I'm thinking about doing like water main and then just putting Sage and him standing out there in the front, and then whoever the hell else I want to put there at that point. Like this is just crazy. Together with my buoy right there, like if you guys remember this team originally, I used to do this team a lot, and I wouldn't lose. I would hardly lose to anybody, and I would be using lightning main on top of that. It was so sexy. Like he's so dangerous overall. That damage, man. That damage. All right, my boy, go out there and do your stuff. We want to see we want to see the damage on your particle beam, man. And then Zabuza. Zabuza is just some cheese. Like you see, look at that normal hit of 32,000. I mean, 3,205. That was a normal hit doing 3,000. And then his cooldown. Look at his cooldown right there. So he does it every other round. So like that is so crazy. And his clone hardly like it takes a lot to kill his clone. So most people are not even going to target that. Like it's wasting time to even target something like that. So we want him to come out here and do that special again. So I'm gonna take control of him just to make sure that he does his special. Actually, I didn't even take control of it, but it's fine. Because my buoy's gonna do that, and he'll be able to do his special after this. Actually, you know what? I want the round to end. Let's make the round end. All right, there we go. Do your special. Why are you lagging? There's no reason to be lagging. There you go. So there you go. So he does the chase right after that. So now they're immobile. On top of that, like so sexy, boo. Get you guys a Mew. Hopefully it's not that hard to get him. Well, to wrap this up, get you a Moo. He's OP. I'm just saying. I'll catch you guys later. Be legendary. Peace.